So I had a date with a woman that came to Montreal to have sex with me and take my virginity. But she was a little late. She said that she had lunch at a restaurant with a friend, but that it took longer than expected to get a table. So a certain amount of time after that, she contacted me again, and she told me that she was soon going to arrive to the place where we were supposed to meet. So I left, and I met her at a park. When I arrived, I didn't see her. And I don't have the internet on my cell phone, so I checked to see if there were some Wi-Fi available nearby, and it was the case. So I tried one, and she had sent me a message, and she said that she was in the park. She was there at the park. So I looked closer, and I saw her sitting on a bench. And she told me that she was parked right next to the park, and but that she couldn't, she didn't pay for the parking, okay, because she had a problem with the parking meter. So we looked at that a little bit, and it still didn't work. So she decided to not pay for it, and we left. So then we started walking for a certain amount of time, and at some point we arrived near my apartment, but we decided to keep walking and talking. But I am not going to tell you everything that we talked about because it's not really relevant. But what I can tell you is that at some point she said, imagine if we get recognized by some people. Because last week I actually got recognized by someone, okay, that saw me on TikTok, and he was aware of the story. He was aware that I was going to meet a woman. But I don't think that we got recognized, to be honest. So then we continued walking, and at some point we changed the direction, and we went to another park, and there were some people bathing in a swimming pool. So we decided to walk again and talk for around 15 minutes. Okay, so we actually came back to the same park that we were at the beginning, because she was worried that she could get a ticket. So we decided to look into the parking meter again. And she finally realized what the mistake was, is that she had forgotten to put a couple letters before the number of the parking slot. So it worked, and she paid for it. And then we finally decided to go to my apartment. So we entered, and she quickly realized that it was terribly hot in there. The heat is absolutely unbearable. So I showed her the place where I make my videos, and I showed her the rest of my apartment. I told her that at least I have a fan in my room, so it's a little bit less hot. Then we drank some water, and we went on my balcony, and we talked a little bit. Then we came back into my apartment. She went to the bathroom, and when she came back, we started talking about how we were going to start this thing. Okay, so that we were going to start like slowly. And she said, she asked me if she could touch me, so I just gave her my hand. Okay, and obviously this is nothing. So then she said that she wanted to give me a hug. So I hugged her, and she asked me if I was fine, and I said, sure, of course, it's nothing. And after that, she said that she wanted to kiss me. So I said, Yes, but okay, but I'm going to close my curtains first. And also went to the bathroom. And it's when I came back that we talked a little bit, and she made also a suggestion. Okay, but we went straight to my room, and this is when we started kissing. But I told her that I wanted to kiss her first once without the tongue, so I did that, and then we kissed with the tongue. So after that, we sat on my bed, and I was not quite sure where this was going. Okay, what was going to happen next? But but I said, okay, that maybe I was interested in doing what she suggested earlier, and she said, well, you can do that if you want. I said, I won't do it without you. And then she responded, oh yeah, you are open to that? Oh yeah. So we got naked and we went in the shower together. But she didn't want to wet her hair, so she put something on to hold them. Okay, so we entered the shower, and she washed herself a little bit with soap. Then we started touching each other. I touched her breasts, and she touched my penis. Then she asked me if I wanted her to give me a blowjob. And I said yes. So she gave me a blowjob without a condom on. And it was pretty good. But at some point I told her to slow down and then to stop because I didn't want to come. I was afraid that if I came, it could lead to some problems during sex later. And that it could take me longer to get ready for it. So we got outside the shower and we used towels to dry ourselves off. And then we went back to my room. So we were ready to have sex. So I put a condom on. But unfortunately, soon after, I started losing my erection. So she had to try to turn me on again. So she told me, what do you want to do? And I told her that I wanted to lick her tits. Okay, so I did that. And then we touched each other, and she gave me another blowjob, but this time with the condom on. After that, my erection was good enough to at least try to penetrate her. So we tried the missionary position, but it wasn't easy for me, and it wasn't really comfortable. So I tried it a little bit, but not too much. And then I asked her if I could lick her pussy. She said yes. But I went too fast. It seems like I wanted to impress, but I didn't know what I was doing. She said that it was too sensitive and that I should go slower. But that's okay. I just wanted to try. So then we decided to try doggy style. And I really liked it. It was much easier for me. And at some point, I tried to go faster, okay? And it seems like she was having some pleasure, but I don't think that I was close to making her come. But the problem is that I could hardly feel anything with the condom on, and I couldn't come, and then I lost my erection again. So I'm not sure how long I lasted. Here, maybe it was around 5 minutes. I am not sure. But it's not easy, really. It feels like exercise, okay? So after that, I went to drink some water, and she also took some. After that, we decided to try another condom, which was supposed to give more pleasure. She tried to turn me on by giving me another blowjob without a condom on. After that, I tried the other condom, but it was a bit strange. And it had no tip to keep the sperm in it, and it was less comfortable. We tried Dougie again, but this time, for some reason, she felt some pain when I penetrated her. She said it can do that when the penis goes a little too far into the vagina. So she asked me to try the missionary position again, but like I said, it wasn't ideal, but I tried it a little bit longer. Then she said that she wanted to get on top of me to ride me, but my erection wasn't good enough for that, so we didn't do it, unfortunately. So I also decided to remove this condom and go drink some water again. Then she tried to get me excited again so that I could try the last type of condom that I had. I also put my penis between her tits, and she said it will be better with some lubricant. But I didn't have some. Then we touched each other, and she kissed and touched me on my neck and on other places. It tickled me. And she continued and realized that I was very ticklish. I told her that this was not a good way to get me to keep an erection, and we laughed. I told her that we should do something more extreme to try to get me excited. She said that maybe I should be blindfolded, tied, and that she should whip me. I told her I didn't have a whip, but I wasn't interested in that anyway, and she said that she didn't really do stuff like that either. She suggested that we go back in the shower to blow me again, so I could come there. But since I felt that I absolutely had to try to come while I was penetrating her, I didn't do it, unfortunately. So finally, I tried the last condom that I had. So it was better than the other one before, and it was supposed to give a little bit more sensation than the first condom. But it's probably almost the same sensation. So we tried Dougie again, and this time it didn't hurt her. I also slapped her ass a little bit. At one point it looked like I was going to be able to come, but no, not really. So I told her that she should say some dirty stuff to get me excited and to do some fake moaning, as if she was having a lot of pleasure. But it didn't work either, and I ended up losing my erection again. So I told her it's really sad, but it seems like I will have a better chance of getting an erection and keeping it from watching porn. She was open to it, but I decided not to watch it. Maybe I should laugh. Then we got together, and I asked her to masturbate while I was also masturbating. I also kissed her and touched her tits. At some point when she was close to coming, I decided to lick her pussy to speed up her orgasm. But in reality, she had already come. Well, too bad. So it didn't get me really excited enough to get a good erection. So I finally decided to turn the light on and masturbate until I was almost about to come, and then put my cock inside her quickly in Dougie. I did it, and it ended up working. Unfortunately, my orgasm was not really good and even a little painful. I may have a problem because sometimes I experience this sensation, but it's also possible that it's because there was not enough space to keep the sperm in the condom. So after the ejaculation, it hurt. But anyway, it's not a big deal. So I really enjoyed experiencing this with this woman. I felt really comfortable with her. She was very patient with me, and she was really there to help me. Of course, I would have liked to do a little bit more and go back to the shower so that she could blow me again, and that maybe I could have come in her face or in her mouth. It will have been a great experience. But we didn't really have enough time. She had to travel 3 hours to go back home, and I don't know how long it will have taken me to get an erection again and to be able to have a good ejaculation. She said that maybe she could come back to Montreal this summer, or maybe I could find other women to have sex with. So, how do I feel after having lost my virginity and experiencing all of those things? I feel like a 33-year-old virgin.